Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. Basically a month into the season, here in Week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Ole Miss Rebels. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with the Hokies head coach before the game. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Virginia Tech's offense will have the football first. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode, chasing after you. This will be a great chess match.
Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson, and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball, establish that physicality, establish that playmaking, it gets everything rolling for this offense.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Hokies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Hokies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for space. It's Overton. Got a little grass. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Hokies will try to punch it in on first and goal. Complete. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Second and goal coming up. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Trying to have success on third down.
Play number 11 on this drive. The defense has yielded ground, but they're trying to get a stop on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Big fella moving. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Rebels offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Going to be interesting to see how they use him throughout this game because this linebacking crew can be exploited.
Switch it.
Running inside, it's Lacey. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. It has been a less than stellar start in ACC play, and now the mission is to try to keep this season from going down the drain.
Yeah, and you got to find new ways to motivate. You came into the season, you're probably like, hey, listen, we want to be ACC champs, and that dream is probably gone, but let's refocus, right, Jesse? It's really fun to be that team in the middle towards the end of the year, too, where you can play sport.
Yeah, it's all about building, too. Just one game at a time, and it just takes one win.
There's a crease. Pass to 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Ballmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Finds his man. It's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The kick is on its way. Not a lot of room to field this one. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Makes his man miss. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. Run inside. It's Lacey. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. The RPO, it's complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Using his legs, it's Lacey. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through 1 quarter of play. tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Gill. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Punts it out of the air. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And one thing I'm really interested to see is this Ole Miss offense post-Lane Kiffin, post-Charlie Weiss Jr. And they always find wide receivers. Palmer, it's amazing. They've had a knack for it. Was that Kiffin? Was that Weiss? Can Golden find those guys? They bring in a bunch of transfers to try to fulfill the same recipe that they've been using. Let's see how fast it will work.
The best news is Trinidad Chambliss is back throwing the ball, though. And he's one of those guys who can elevate the players around him, too. You're right. There's going to be some new faces, and it's going to be important from a chemistry standpoint that he and these guys are able to get on the same page very early on. But once everything starts clicking, this offense, man, they light up the scoreboard. And how much would you love it as a receiver playing with a quarterback?
Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie. Yeah. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He'll pitch it, fighting off the defender. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Keeps it himself. Fights off the defender. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that's a great job by the defense, not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fields. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. How about that shot into the end zone, and he makes the grab for the score. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Let's see what they've got on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Hokie, high tech, VPI. Got it rolling on the ground.
And Virginia Tech fans love that chant, and they love the physical ground game, the ability to run the football. That's kind of who they are. That's how they're built. Just a tough group of individuals.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Might have a chance. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
The Hokies will snap it on first and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Look out, he's got room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at second and 11. After the run, now to throw. Got his man. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Snap in the shotgun. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Got a man. It's Haas. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. These corners backing off a bit. Looking downfield on 1st down. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. 1 more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with a look at Illinois taking on the number 3 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Illini able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And I guess, well, there's no guessing, it's a win streak now. 2 in a row after this team started the season 1-2. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12. Now back to your game inside Vaught Hemingway Stadium. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's head back to the Grove at our Villas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, catching up with the Rebels head coach, he is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. On the run, fires downfield.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He's got it down the middle, and he's brought down after a nice gain. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Rebels are marching down the field. Running inside. It's Lacey. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys.
Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Man, that's a really nice read. This offense has had a lot of...
There's some room. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense. Just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, man.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Great job by the back on the option. 3rd touchdown of the game. A 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. The screen, and watch out! And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. There he goes. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Overton. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Reynolds. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. The Rebels in the hurry-up. Quick release on the RPO. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
That's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
As we head into the fourth quarter, both of these running backs have been able to get it done on the ground. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
The Rebels come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And here comes the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Back to pass on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously...
Oh, he wants it all. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
Well, it feels like every time this offense has the ball, they're scoring points. They are lighting it up, and through the air, they've looked virtually unstoppable. It looks like they've got the better athletes, and finally on that last play, we see a nice job by the defender in the back end on a deep shot, climb the ladder 50-50 ball, and win. But if you're on defense, you're going to need a lot more of that. You're going to need some turnovers to get back in this thing.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Heaves it on the run. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And they get a little closer here late in the game.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within one possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
Hands it off on the counter. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Makes the catch. It's Alexander. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here.
Could be an alley. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Now the toss. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll move the tight end. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Virginia Tech sideline, I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security. I have seen some coaches...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. The pick 6. He takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point of the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations are going to have to take place.
And this is when the coaches really make their